we would have language that would reflect as such. It does not necessarily mean that the school committee and or the school endorse the church.
Chief, if you're asking me, I said no. So
or another organization with different beliefs than the school has, I see that as problematic. What I would not want is for students to feel like a group or organization that we are renting to, their vision or their mission is now ours. And there's a blurred line when it comes to that. So
the advice from our attorneys today, there is no establishment violation. The committee is not violating the clause by allowing the church to use the space per policy, and that's from Drummond and Woodson. So again, the term and the length, I think, is all very good questions. You've obviously seen the recommendations, or you've seen the opinions from our attorneys, and so I think you need to take those into consideration as well.
are they going to use Hermon High School's name? What if we disagree with their mission, et cetera, et cetera? This is not illegal, and to Mr. Grant's point, I know it's not. It's that perception piece. But if Hermon High School's name is tied to it, and so if the name's tied to it, it becomes an issue.
It sounds like what you're saying is you don't want them to say Hermon School. You don't want them to associate.
I don't want it looking like Hermon High School is sponsoring a church.
For me, it's just, it's the number of people that are now going to be into the school. You know, the other organizations, and I guess I have the question of what other organizations do we already have leases with?
We rent to Blackberry North, Hermon Rec, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and I would have to go and look. I'm sure, Jody, do you know any more off the top of your head? There are some other organizations. There's a baseball organization that uses the field outside in the springtime/summer. So those are some of the organizations that we rent to.
I make a motion to move forward with a 6-month lease for the Pines Church.
Okay, motion fails.
I make a motion for a month-to-month lease. For me, it's more the amount of people that are going to be coming into our schools with the cleaning. We don't know how many people could end up coming. Hundreds could end up coming.
Can Mr. Joyce speak to what the cleanup and what that looks like for his experience using the cinema? I mean, I'm gonna be here that long.
It's not the church, it's any sort of organization that could come in here. Say 15 of them all of a sudden have the stomach bug at once. Who's cleaning all that up? I just have a concern with allowing that many people in and out of the building.
Steph's motion.
1 second,
I'm just speaking at the Constitution and limiting someone's right to rent a building and utilize it for church or worship. I have concerns about the legalities of not permitting someone to do that, because month to month, like she said, wouldn't need board approval, and they're an established church who needs a facility with stability. You can't just uproot 100 people and move them around on a Sunday easily. That's inconsistent with the request. Right, so he brought forward a year lease, and now you're changing it to make it month to month.
You requested a year. It's the school committee's priority to deny it. It's the school committee's priority to deny it and or say, again, month to month, 6 month, that time frame is at your discretion to decide.
Any abstentions? All those in favor? All those opposed?
That the school's stance is that we did not discriminate against this plaintiff. We plan on fighting this discrimination case. We do not believe that there was any sort of discrimination. So we will continue to fight this in court, but I can't predict an outcome.